Hi, I'm Neil Thompson, VP of Technology at QueryVision. Today, I'd like to introduce you to QueryVision's Autosizing solution. QueryVision's commitment has always been to make embedding of IBM Cognos content into SharePoint simpler, faster, and easier. With the introduction of Autosizing, we take that a step farther, introducing dynamic resizing of IBM Cognos Reports in SharePoint to provide the professional look and feel that users demand. Several months ago, a customer came to us with a challenge. They were making extensive use of IBM content that would dynamically change the height required within the SharePoint page due to user actions, including dynamically changing reports, drill down, and drill through. This was causing vertical scroll bars, which could not be easily addressed by out-of-the-box SharePoint or Cognos techniques. In addition, IBM Cognos reports were wider than the SharePoint pages could support, resulting in horizontal scroll bars. Above all, the solution had to be simple, fast, and easy, and avoid writing custom Cognos reports for use in SharePoint or modifying SharePoint pages, master pages, or templates. To demonstrate autosizing, we're going to take a wide, tall, multi-page report, which is drill-through enabled, and show how it looks in Cognos Connection. Then we'll show how it looks in SharePoint with out-of-the-box sizing techniques. And finally, we'll show how it looks with QueryVision autosizing. Here we've launched the report from Cognos Connection. The report gets a dedicated browser window. Note that the default Cognos Connection rows per page value ensures that each page of the report fits within a full browser window. We've now taken that same Cognos report and embedded it in a SharePoint page using QueryVision's report viewer and used out-of-the-box SharePoint and IBM Cognos sizing options. Looking at the first page of this multi-page report, note the horizontal and vertical scroll bars. Vertical scroll bars exist for a couple of reasons. Out of the box, the SharePoint page doesn't know the height of the embedded report, so the only option is to set a fixed height in pixels. While this could be set correctly for some reports, as report heights can change due to data, filtering, drill down, drill through, chances are the height will be too tall or too short. In addition, the rows per page for the report, which is appropriate for Cognos Connection, exceeds the height available for the report in the SharePoint page. A horizontal scroll bar exists for the report as there is not enough width provided on the SharePoint page. When compared to Cognos Connection, only 75% of the width is available. Here we see the page width available to the report within the report viewer. The master page, which provides common elements to the page in a SharePoint site, includes both a header and a side panel. Lastly, there is significant white space defined in the out-of-the-box style sheets. And of course, we get similar problems when we drill through to the target report. Now let's look at the same SharePoint page, but after applying QueryVision autosizing. The vertical and horizontal space available for the report has been maximized through hiding the master page content and through redefining specific styles on the page to minimize the white space. The report has also had dynamic autosizing enabled for SharePoint. The rows per page for the report in SharePoint have been set to 14 rows, overriding the default of 20. Dynamic resizing causes the SharePoint page to adjust the height for the embedded report viewer to the actual height of the report. In combination, these features eliminate the scroll bars for the page. And if we drill through to an autosize enabled version of the target report, it gets the same benefits. Let's look at some other examples. Here we have a page with two report viewers without autosizing. And as we can see, we've got scroll bars for both reports horizontally and vertically. Much the same problems as before. Now if we apply and take the same page and apply autosizing, now you can see that we have no scroll bars for the reports, although there is a scroll bar for the page. But that's okay. The customer was happy with that because these are tall reports. What we've also added is the ability to show and hide the left side navigation panel from the master page. And there is a button for users to control that if they wish to. An even more interesting example is where we use autosizing for nested Cognos reports, which is a dashboarding technique used by one of our lead autosizing customers. The top-level Cognos report, which we'll call a container report, has a button bar to select reports, which can be filtered by Cognos conditional layout based on the user as to which buttons and reports are presented. The report also has two nested iframes, which each present a nested Cognos report. As all of these are auto-sized enabled, we can drill down change reports, and drill through. In addition to showing seamless nested autosizing, this particular example also shows use of HTML controls, which provide the SharePoint app developer the option of letting users control showing and hiding parts of the page. This includes the master page header, the master page side navigation panel, and a web part zone containing QueryVision's own Content Manager navigation web part. So to wrap up, we've illustrated how out-of-the-box support for Microsoft SharePoint and IBM Cognos can make it difficult to optimize reports embedded in SharePoint, and that QueryVision's Autosizing suite is a comprehensive set of tools so SharePoint app developers can deliver seamless integration in a matter of minutes. For more details, see our knowledge base of how-to videos, blogs, and related documentation and samples. Download and evaluate Autosizing for yourself with a no-cost evaluation of QueryVision's SharePoint web parts for Cognos. Thanks for your time.